You're listening to Radio Hyrule.
Alex is here. Yeah. Give me 24 hours.
I'm the realist.
Yeah.
Please
Exactly.
continue speaking.
I'm
Yeah.
talking a talk.
No, like continue
Oh.
the show because they can hear you now.
Oh, they can hear us? Okay, cool.
Oh.
right.
God
Okay,
damn it,
so,
Elias.
That was very
I'm
specific.
here.
Thank you.
Quickly, again, hi everybody. Welcome to Realms. There are some major changes. First things, Alex is here, and he actually had this amazing introduction he did that just kind of gave his life story, and it was just amazingly
It was the best
touching.
backstory that you'll never ever hear.
Yeah,
But yes,
but unfortunately,
It was pretty
he was
good.
muted, so you guys.
I gave
Yeah,
away all
hear
the
it.
secrets of Zolta.
No,
yeah,
you didn't.
it was pretty.
Or I would be
it was pretty
repeating them
exciting.
right now.
Yeah, but
so
I'm
yeah.
here for like at least once.
So Alex is here. You may notice I look slightly different. I have moved. I'm in a brand new space. My lighting is shit right now.
That was mine, so I feel.
And so is my camera setup. All of this will change by next week. But for right now, looky, I'm in a new place. Yay. Moving with
Better
agoraphobia.
internet.
This sucks. Before I lose the ability to surprise people, Elias would, because I can't, would you be willing to post some new things in chat so we can show the rest of the cast?
Yeah, this is our third announcement, but we have new emotes for regular subscribers.
Oh, we do now.
Yes, every one of the Realms characters
Oh my god.
has their own emote, guys.
What?
You are emotified.
What?
Yay! 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 Yay!
Did we also
Yay.
have? Do we also
Yay.
have new Zelda Universe like Link emotes?
For cheer
Where?
emotes, yes.
Where am I?
Oh, sick.
Yay!
Oh.
Yay!
So I
You
could
guys-
just. I can just be Pierre. This is amazing.
Yeah. So, guys,
I love
now when you are on to the Twitch, you can now talk about the coolest Zelda-themed RPG show DM'd by me on the platform. And show off our cool character designs and everything. Like I am super thrilled about this. So yes, please spam the heck out of that. Oh, Elias, I don't know if you have you don't have this as a setup because we didn't talk about it at all. But if you can find a way to get it set up, we got fan mail or fan art last week, and
Wait,
it
we
is
did?
phenomenal.
Wait, we did.
We did. It's super cool.
I need
I love
to see
fan art.
this.
I love fan art.
I'm probably not in it because I haven't been
She's
here
so
for like weeks, but I'm excited to see this.
Don't worry, I'm
Every-
not in it either.
Everyone who
Oh.
tags me in fan art makes me very
Please
happy.
tell me.
Is it on
It's-
Twitter?
Is it the thing that?
It's here. I've got I'll post a link to the actual tweet.
Is it the thing
Please.
of the
Oh
thing?
my god. Oh yes, the thing of the thing.
The
Great.
thing of the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Is it the Arel Zolta thing?
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Good
that one's a
combination
There's
good
a-
there.
one.
There's a
It's a
little
good
link
one.
to it.
I adore that.
It is amazing
Oh,
and
thank you.
wonderful.
Oh my goodness. I love it. Cold Star Night. I don't know if you're here, but
It made me so happy.
oh, that's fucking. I love that so much. That's fantastic.
Isn't
That's-
it great?
Oh my god,
Shax,
it's
you okay?
amazing.
That was amazing.
Oh, it's so
Oh my
wonderful. I love that.
It is by far the greatest thing I have ever seen.
It's
Oh, that
pretty
Those of you
great.
that haven't had a
Oh my
chance to
gosh.
click on it, there was
Uh.
this scene, I think in the last episode, where Arel and Zulta are talking, and Arel just goes shh, 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 and puts her finger on Zulta's lips, and then Zulta bit it, and then we just kind of went with it and going, how would Arel react to one of her digits being in Zulta's mouth? And yeah, it was great.
It sounds on brand entirely.
No,
It
it's
was so
perfect.
good. It was amazing. So
I love you guys so much. That is like perfect. Oh,
It's pretty A plus. I love it.
anyway, yeah, lots of cool stuff that we're excited about.
Okay, I'm going to cover 3 of you with this comic.
Okay,
Great.
cool.
Send us more fan art.
Yes, we really, really do love getting stuff like this.
And
It's super
please,
cool.
please add us with it because we'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I just want to see it, really.
I didn't see the last panel. No.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I love that.
It
That's
gets
fucking-
better with everyone.
Yeah.
It does. Oh my
This is it's
gosh.
the gift that truly keeps on giving. You
So
truly
just-
love to see it.
Holy
The
jeez.
color work and everything there, because you see Zilta. Ah. Then Arel. Zilta. It was amazing.
It's pretty great.
Yeah, Imp, you make a valid point. I would love to see a comic version of that time where Zulta goes, "Well, you don't know, or I don't, you don't know how long I can hold my breath," and then Kestrel just goes, "Yeah, you do."
I just
Amazing.
also want. There was a moment a couple months ago where I think Zulta was dealing with some harassers, and it was, I think Pierre and Kess chilling at a bar, just like staring at her and just like sipping like a drink, and just kind of being the shady like people watchers. I want that. Someone
So
make
for
that and
folks,
send it.
basically what happens is when you give us something, we're basically the cookie and the mouse book. You know, if you give a mouse a cookie,
You're giving
along
us
with-
this cookie.
if you give the ZU cast some fan art,
We're gonna ask for more fans.
we're going to say, you need to make this fan art and then this one and then this one, and it just keeps going. And I'm so sorry, but that's just how we are.
Oh,
we
God,
love this
it's
stuff.
clipped.
Please DM.
It is!
Please add everyone. Please add all of us at Realms fan art. Every single one of us. We love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you.
Imp just shared the clip of the hold
Yep.
the breath thing.
Oh, it's amazing. To try and get this back to some slight bit more normalcy, we do have an announcement. This past week has been kind of big.
Sure was.
For Zelda in general. First things first, we got our first trailer of Breath of the Wild 2,
Second trailer.
which is
Yeah.
super cool. Link has basically turned into Samus. Like his right arm now has the ability to be used as a weapon, and it glows different colors for, you know, projectiles that do different things. Like, I mean, it's fairly obvious that Breath of the Wild 2 is also how we relate the entire Metroid series into The Legend of Zelda.
And
yeah.
speaking of Metroid, guess what we got? Also, we got a new Metroid.
Yeah, I am pumped about Metroid Dread. That looks amazing. So yeah, that's cool. There's a new Zelda Game & Watch that because I have no impulse control, I will probably be picking up because it's adorable. And another thing that Mary was actually playing last night on this very channel, a brand the DLC, the first the DLC pack for
Age of Calamity came out last night.
And I've played a little of it. It is really good.
How was playing as a Guardian?
I haven't unlocked the Guardian yet. The only thing I've unlocked is they call it a flail. You get 2 Guardian arms that are connected together that you get to swing around. And the mechanic of that weapon for Link, the mechanic of that weapon is you can use ZR to throw one of them forward and grab a weapon off the enemy, which changes your entire attack pattern until the weapon breaks. So they found a way to put weapon durability back in Age of Calamity. And I don't hate it because the weapon still works without the other stuff, but it's super awesome and fun. And there's other stuff that I haven't unlocked yet. And so that's really cool. So yeah.
I will also say that if you want to see how the Zelda Universe team responded to the E3 stuff over on the Zelda Universe YouTube channel, we did a whole reaction compilation to the Direct, which I edited, and Elias is also in, along with Mary and Peyton and a couple of our other main ZU talent for the YouTube channel and whatnot. And it's quite cool. And so if you'd like to see Elias actually react to things, which was very fun to see.
I honestly was semi-hoping that it would just be like everyone freaking out about things interspersed with clips of Elias just staring at a screen.
It was a little bit like that, but watching him like laugh when it came to the Metro announcements was quite exciting. It was quite fun. So go watch that. It's on the YouTube channel.
There's a bit in there where they're cutting between the different to the talent, and I can't remember who it was that said it. But they go, "Oh, I bet Elias is either Elias is just going to stare at this, or he's going to laugh out loud." Cut directly to Elias laughing out loud as Metroid Dread shows up.
It was fun editing that because like Kelly and Elias are very good friends. They know each other very well. So there were some fun editing choices that I hit with that, which was great. But please watch it. It's a very good reaction, and it was a very, very, very hard thing to try to get out like in 6 hours, but we did it. So
definitely check that out. So it's youtube.com/Zelda Universe
TV.
That's totally what it was. I was making sure you knew it. Good. And there's other cool stuff there as well. The YouTube channel is really phenomenal. There's a ton of awesome people that do cool stuff there, so you should definitely check it out.
And we're working on stuff all the time.
Well, Alex is.
Yeah.
I don't stop.
I don't.
So, I think that's about it. Does anyone else have cool announcements? Other than Ilea asking people to do her homework, which is not happening, it has never happened, and it doesn't seem to deter her.
Relatively, like that happens every week. I feel like here.
Yeah,
so
and
fine.
Also, if anyone was actually like, "Yeah, okay, I'll read that for you," I'd go, "No, you can't do that." I'm playing a fun game called "Which Nail Can Grow the Longest," and currently this pinky is winning.
Nice.
And that is
Oh,
my one announcement.
Sorry, apparently Kiri just posted something on Twitter saying her internet is out
Oh,
Yes.
sad face.
in order to motivate because internet is down.
I mean, sure it is. It's not just because Alex is here. Conspiracy.
I mean, if she didn't want to have to deal with me, understandable.
It's hard to have to deal with yourself.
Yeah, that's what I was going for, was that it's both of you are one.
That's fair, understandable. The only other announcement I really have is that I'm officially going to grad school.
What? Welcome to
Yay!
death.
Yeah. So I'll say more info in a bit once I get everything finalized. Most of the people in here know, but if I'll make it a public thing probably soon. I officially just like requested to get my transcript mailed. So once I have that all set up, then I'll actually legitimately be like, hey, here's where I'm going.
That was two of the things that blew me away when I went back to school for my undergrad. What is that?
This is my new wallet that I had ordered from the UK.
Ah,
Nice. You'll love to see it.
Oh, sorry, that's my announcement. Ta-da!
yay! I was blown away when I found a school I wanted to go to, and I'm like, okay, let me go. And they're like, wait a minute. I know you want to give us lots of money, but are you good enough to give us lots of money? And I had to take a test. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't need to take a GRE this year because apparently because pandemic and all that kind of stuff, they just didn't require GRE. And I'm like, sweet. 'Cause I
Oh,
don't.
wow. I'm surprised I didn't do it proctored, like online proctored.
I guess I couldn't figure out how to do it, or just like, you know what? Like, I mean, granted, I'm going for digital media management, so like, not really a thing that like I feel like needs GRE, but I'm glad I didn't need to take it.
Oh, no,
Whatever.
It needs the
They-
GRE.
They can
Yeah.
they definitely already have it set up and in place. That's how I took like all of my tests, all of my
Yeah,
national tests. So
I
they
did.
just were probably like, everyone's stressed enough already.
Yeah.
That also
and
could be why, and I'm okay with it.
honestly, like there has been a
Lucky.
push moving away from standardized tests, and I really hope we do
Which is
drop
good.
things like
Yeah,
the GRE.
because
Well, the other-
I don't think it really is an accurate reflection of things.
No standardized test is. It's more it shows the socioeconomic discrepancies in a country more than anything.
Well, I think what it does,
At least
or
it's
at
good for
least what
something.
the reason why they require it for my program was because it's a very, very intense program and it involves a lot of studying really quickly. And so it's just that you get above a certain amount, it shows like your dedication and like persistence to studying. So I can kind of understand that aspect of it. But yeah, no,
But
actual
it
scoring
is-
of, yeah, no.
Yeah, it is particularly
Yeah,
made
I'm
in a
from
way
California.
that
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's the same reason why companies use those personality tests that are remarkably flawed and inaccurate. It lets you put a number to something that is impossible to quantify, even if that number means nothing. People like numbers.
Tell that to
So-
my
Yeah.
personality, which is a 57.
except that it's actually harmful.
Oh,
Because
100% it is, but
So-
it's
I know why people like to do it, but I hate that they completely ignore the fact that numbers are not neutral.
my absolute favorite thing I learned, and this was when I first went back for my degree. So I was still doing things like taking notes on every chapter I read, extensive. Like I would spend 3 or 4 hours on a single chapter to make sure I got everything, which is a massive waste of time for
I
my
mean,
degree.
you would do
Hey.
well on prelims.
And what happened is I read this chapter on psychology of business, and this whole chapter was on personality typing, and the 4-letter ones that I can't remember. are super possible. And they went through a bunch of others, like the big 5 personality types and the Myers-Briggs and all this stuff. And so they talk about all this stuff and how much money went into it, like Walmart and a bunch of other big companies paid millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars to get this stuff created specifically to help find better employees, to be able to weed out bad employees better. And the last paragraph of this chapter that I spent 3 hours reading said, by the way, these are about as accurate at predicting good employees as a coin flip. But every company or most companies now use them knowing they're incredibly inaccurate because they spent tens of millions of dollars on it and they can't justify just going, this is a massive waste of time.
That's a fallacy of investment, and I don't remember the exact name of the fallacy.
Sunken cost.
Thank you. Yep.
It can also be looped into the gambler's fallacy if you want to go idea of, if I've already put this much in, I can't give up now.
Yeah, and the books on gambling, Natasha Scholl's Addiction by Design, which is all about like slot machine gambling and the design of casinos and everything in Las Vegas, very much talks about it as the sunken cost fallacy that is helping keep them in these areas.
If you have to deal with it, it is a horrible thing to deal with, and gambling addictions in general are not fun. However, reading about it and learning about it is fascinating.
Mm-hmm. And it taught me why I got lost in a casino in Las Vegas, because they're purposely made so that you can't find the exits and can't find your way away from the gambling machines.
Yubbers!
It's like, I just want to get to my hotel room.
So, lots of really cool stuff happening.
Yes, I absolutely agree with everything you've been saying for the past 10 minutes.
Final thing, I think I announced it before, but we actually have 4 episodes up now, or maybe 6 now. I don't know. Go to my YouTube channel, watch TJ and friends play Celesta, because Elias Chax and Ilea are characters, and they've been doing awesome things. Chax,
it's really cool.
Yeah, Chax throws. It's literally D&D 5e, the video game, which I'm super happy about. You get to create your own party. I'm a thief. Elias is a paladin. Chax is a ranger, and Ilea is a cleric that I think has exclusively just used a necromantic hand to choke the life out of people.
Cleric of Death.
Yeah, Cleric of Oblivion is the official subclass title, and it just fit. She's also used Harm Touch to do devastating damage. So yeah, so I'm pretty proud of that. I'm hoping I can get more episodes recorded now that I'm finally here, but who the hell knows? Also, my internet should be much better now, so hopefully you won't lose me randomly. All right. I think that is all of the announcements. So, you say entropy. I say, where's my damn water?
Where's
I prefer the one above that. Oh, Ilea is playing Death. When is she not?
Even when she plays in my parody campaign where she's a bard, she finds a way to death. So
I'm chaotic. You wouldn't let me kill the one dude, though.
So, nope, your name's Ilea. Ilea?
And I
Do you have a lawful character anywhere?
I did.
No.
It was a tiefling druid. It started as lawful good or lawful
We've had this
neutral.
conversation like 3 times, and then
yeah.
she's just like,
and then the DM
becomes
of that
Ilea. It just kind of
No, well, see, that's the thing is
comes
this
out
character had trauma involving urban landscapes in the past, which is part of how they like escaped the forest and became a druid. And then the DM of that campaign kept us in Waterdeep for a really long time. So slowly she changed from lawful to chaotic evil. And then I made her the big bad boss in the campaign I ran. So yes, I have.
Follow-up question. Have you ever played a character that doesn't have a traumatic backstory?
Yes, my first character was an intersex elf with a pet ferret named Snow, who was all black. And they were actually true neutral, which wasn't super fun to play. Learned from that. But they didn't have a traumatic backstory.
They just had snowball?
Snow.
Snow.
Snowball. Wouldn't name a cat Snowball, let alone a ferret.
Sorry, there's something traumatic about the fact that an all-black ferret is called Snow.
It was so adorable, and
The
then
ferret
because
had
I was
trauma, but not.
the ferret was fine, and because I was a ranger, I could it could use spells. So we were fighting wolves, and it got burning hands, so it was burning paws, and it just went up and down a wolf's back and killed the wolf, and it was so adorable.
So,
I love my pet ferret Snow. I've never had a ferret in real life.
I think it's the time to return to the realms of the wild. After taking a slight detour through the Shadow Realm, the party arrived back in the Realm of Courage in a location that required a lot of courage. Surrounded by guardians, the party used Boole to map them out a way out of Hyrule Field, one of the most dangerous areas in all of Hyrule. As they went through, they were through cunning and planning and fire, they were able to avoid significant confrontations with guardians, only to run into an entire herd of Linnells. Thinking quickly, Arel brought one of the Linnells into the Shadow Realm and left it there without thinking at all of what the consequences would be of taking a Silvermane Linnell and leaving it in a realm full of shadows. That will obviously not come back to bite the party in the ass at all. And Zulta learned how to create more fire with her lightning, because fire is the answer to everything. The party was able to eventually make their way out of Hyrule Field. And that is where we will pick it up today. So, you have finally reached a magic tail appearing in front of Zulta.
What?
There is a cat.
There's a cat on my desk now.
Disregard the cat.
Never disregard the cat.
Always.
You have finally come to the edge of Hyrule Field. Actually at Riverside Stable, which Arel finds slightly odd, because this used to be Riverside City in her realm, and this looks nothing like that. It's significantly smaller, barely enough room for a few dozen people to live here. Jax, if you're saying anything, I think you're muted.
Yes.
Cool.
I don't know what that yes was referring to, but
Kind of the point of a random, yes.
Mhm. But is there a bakery? There is an oven that is communally shared, a very, very large one.
That'll do.
So, yeah. So, with that,
What time of day is it when we arrive?
when you guys arrive, let's say it's mid-afternoon and noon. So you have a good 3-4 hours worth of sunlight before the darkness falls.
Okay.
So what would you all like to do? You notice Pierre, after being shot out of the sky by Linnell's, seems to be doing much better and looks like he might actually interact with the group.
I doubt it.
Something he hasn't been doing.
Look,
Impressive.
look.
I didn't know you were still alive. I thought you were a
You
doll
know,
or something. We just
I-
carried around with us.
Sometimes I wonder that myself.
Fair enough.
Understandable. Have a nice day. I guess I'm just gonna look around and just survey a little bit. I'm gonna just sort of follow leads at this point.
I'm gonna look for my contact, Leonidas.
I'll follow.
I'm gonna check out and see if they have flour.
I'm going to
Okay,
follow
okay.
Zolta.
So you guys all kind of split up to go around this very kind of small.
Are we sure? Hang on, but are we sure we
community.
don't want to split up 4 ways, real quick? Are we sure we don't want to do that?
Aruna, who is this person that you know?
Kess will go off on her own. So now you are for 4 ways.
Convenient. Oh,
Um,
Leonidas is the guy I met last time I was here. He helped me find lodging and set me up with some nice bread from the oven. It was fun. I
Okay.
figured if I could find him again, we might be able to find beds if we had to stay here, or maybe he might know what's going on around. You're just trying to catch up. You know how you gotta maintain good relationships with people, Pierre, in order for people to continue to like you. Otherwise, they'll just forget about you forever, and you'll fade into obscurity.
I like the way how over the course that at least I've been here, Aruna sort of become the therapist for the group.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Huh. Noted. Okay.
It's the only sane one in a group of people that are absolutely mad. So I
It
think
is
he
not
just
saying
when
to
rolled-
Cass
force
isn't
potential
there.
therapy on someone.
Elias is just the constant in that. He is always
Let's not forget Aruna carries live ordnance with him at all times.
He is the closest to sane.
How did the bomb expert become the voice of reason?
You've been
Because I
asking that
don't
since
hear as
about game
often.
10.
I don't know. That was something that just sort of happened.
It's kind of like how Jax and I wrote this amazingly beautiful backstory for her character, and in one session, it changed from this kind of interesting, a little bit edgy rogue-like character to, oh look, I can flirt with everything.
I was nervous, okay? It just changed.
And you know what?
We
love
wouldn't
it.
have it any other way.
We stand harder than ever before.
So,
It certainly led to some great fan art.
yes,
Sure
it did.
I feel like
So,
I need a flying member of this fleet.
we'll start with Pierre. Pierre, as you kind of survey around, you see everyone else just starts walking off. But for you, the kind of main focus in the center of this whole little place is the stable itself. It is this very large tent-like structure. There, next to it is the actual stable where you can see some horses are tied up and people to attend to them. The stable itself has kind of a window, almost drive-through window kind of the thing, where you can see someone sitting so that people can come up to the outside of the building and pay their stabling fees. They can purchase some minor things from him. They can get rooms and stuff like that. And then inside the tent itself are beds and some other people kind of milling about. There's tables and the things like that. So that's the kind of center of everything. And it's a pretty massive tent, easily able to hold about 4 dozen beds and, relaxation facilities and things like that. So it's a really big thing.
Okay.
With that at kind of the center of everything, everything kind of spreads out radially from that, away from Hyrule Field. The tent is the closest thing to Hyrule Field. Then everything kind of branches off from it, away.
Okay. So we're facing that stable stuff like right now, and then it just.
Yep.
Okay, got it. Can I go up to, I guess, the window?
Mm-hmm.
And just see, it's like, hey, we're here. We just kind of waltzed in. You got like beds that we can like sleep in for the night?
Yeah. And as you walk up, there's a rock there with some holes in it, and you hear, no, I'm just kidding. As you,
I have to say, speak up again, sir.
As you walk up, you see kind of an older gentleman, big old mustache, kind of strange-looking hair, and he goes, hello there. What can I do for you?
Hello there, sir. I'm looking for some lodgings. Me and a couple of friends of mine have just sort of waltzed into town. We had a bit of a rocky journey over here. Just want to find some places to spend the night if you have any availability.
Makes perfect sense. And of course, we have everything you might be looking for. How many beds were you planning on taking tonight?
5.
Fantastic. Well, we've got more than 5 beds. It will be 5 rupees per head per night. Did you have a plan as far as how many nights you were planning on staying?
That's a good question. Is someone next to me, or am I just by myself here?
Everyone else just kind of left. So,
maybe 1, possibly 2 nights.
All right. Well, you just let me know if you need additional nights. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What else is around here?
Well,
this is my first time in this. This is. We're in whose realm technically?
Hello.
Courage.
How are you?
Thank
Uranus.
you. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna still say my question because I don't act because this is a new realm to me.
Your knowledge of this area in the wisdom realm, this place was destroyed by a one of the Titans. This was actually the last place that it was a little more built up. But this particular city was the last place you rested before that
big event.
Yeah.
I kind of want us to one day arrive at a place and you just say this city was kind of destroyed by Zolta.
That'll be in a couple weeks.
There's probably a few cities.
Would is this set up in a way that, like, even though I'm in a different realm, I kind of recognize it as being what it was before everything? Is that something that Pierre would have knowledge of, or like?
Yeah, there are definitely parallels. Again, this particular place
It's
in
just a
your
little
realm
bit
is
skewed.
ruins.
Right, but since
So you
it's
can
still-
look around and go, "Oh my god!" Because again, you stayed in this place before it was ruins.
Right, so I can recognize the places that I was at before it became what it was.
Yeah, they're very very similar.
Okay.
If you've ever played either A Link to the Past or A Link Between Worlds, the kind of parallel between like Kakariko
it's
Village,
that kind of comparison, and like Thieves Town.
Thieves Town.
Got it. Okay, it's
Buildings
like
are in
that.
similar places, but it's vastly different. But it's still
Okay.
very easy to tell.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
To be
on that
clear,
kind of regard.
Pierre, your world is the dark world. Continue.
Understandable. Have a nice day. I'm gonna still ask the question of what's around here.
Yeah. He goes, well, if you're looking for something to eat, you can go right over there. Our kitchen makes some amazing food.
Mhm.
Definitely try some of these sweet rolls. They are absolutely wonderful.
I will make an effort.
If you're looking for something a bit more permanent, and he points to a large red to the tent that's pretty far away, well on the other side of the kitchen. That there is the caravan master, though Caravan hasn't left here in a while. But he can actually set you up with jobs and kind of start working you into integrating into our little society here. Everything has to be mobile just in case guardians come a little too close and we have to relocate. But
That happen often?
well, it's been I'd say about a year now since we've had to relocate. It's generally not a vast distance, but
I see. Okay. I'll take a walk. Thank you, sir.
we do our best to just stay out of Hyrule Field. The last time we had any visitors that had come through there, they brought a few guardians with them and kind of upset the populace. So
Understandable. So, well, thank you, sir. I guess I shall be back with my comrades as we finish off the night. But thank you.
all right then. You have yourself a good day. And like I said, try the sweet rolls. They're amazing.
I will make sure.
While this is happening, Aruna, you go looking for Leonidas. Now, the last time you were here, the tents were in a little bit different order than they are. It's obvious to you that this place has moved since you were here last. But they moved and then came back to the site that they were at before, which is not uncommon. You'd visited this particular settlement quite a few times, and every so often it would move, a dozen or so miles in different directions, but it's generally always in the same area. Looking around, you start asking people for Leonidas, and you get a couple of people that look very confused.
Excuse me, do you know where Leonidas is?
Sorry. Who are you asking for?
Leonidas.
No one.
He's
with
like
that
half
name
my
around
height,
here.
not a lot of hair. Well, he's kind of my body shape, actually, but he's Hylian, he's not Goron. He's got like a mustache that goes really, really, really long. I don't know if that describes anyone you know here.
A lot of people. I don't know a Leonidas though. You know who you should talk to? There's a woman. She kind of acts as a medic. She would know. She
Okay,
knows
bye.
most
And
everyone.
he walks away.
Okay. As you come up to this tent that doesn't really have sides, it's kind of just open air with an awning over it. You see this Hylian woman wandering around. You can see a couple people in these cots that are around there, and she'll come over and she'll check on them and things like that. And she kind of sees you and she wanders over. Hello there. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for Leonidas.
And you watch her face just drop. Oh, you haven't heard, have you?
Heard what?
Well, the last time we had to move, there was an incident. Some travelers went and decided to explore Hyrule Field, and they brought some guardians back with them. And Leonidas, the kind soul that he was, decided to buy us some time by distracting them. He didn't make it.
Oh.
I'm very sorry about that.
I'm sorry for your loss as well.
He was a good man. So sad. We didn't even get to retrieve his body. We never were able to find it.
Wait, so how do you know he's dead then?
Well, he went up against a bunch of Guardians. We saw some explosions. We put 2 and 2 together.
So wait, that... If you see someone go up against Guardians out of eyesight, you assume they're dead? Because if that's true, people might assume I'm dead too.
Well, it's generally a pretty good assumption to make. We've yet to meet a person that's gone toe-to-toe with a Guardian and come back alive.
Weird, I thought you would have met a lot of people. Okay, well, thank you for the information. If you could please point me in the direction where his body was not recovered, that would be helpful. And I hope that your cots aren't too full for the next few days.
Okay. It's been a wee bit, and we were in a different location when
Just a
happened?
general pointing direction, if you can remember that, would be helpful.
And she's just realizing that arguing with you is an exercise in futility. She just kind of points about 10 miles that way.
Okay. Thank you. Do you need any bombs, by the way?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm perfectly fine not having I've got work to do.
Okay.
So
I'm going to go find my friends, and I'll let you get back to work. But thank you for the information.
and you see her kind of wander off very quickly. She motions a child over, and you see them talk quickly. She kind of glances at you, and then the kid runs off.
I look for anyone else.
While you're doing that, Zulta and Arel, I have forgotten what you're going for.
Oh, I'm just trying to see if there's large quantities of flour in any particular place in the town.
So looking around, you just kind of, flour? And the kid looks at you and then points to some wild flowers. No, flour! And then he points to the large communal oven and cooking area.
And I will head over there. I'm not trying to have any flour, take any flour. I'm just taking stock of the flour.
So you see about half a dozen people working around this very, very large fire pit. It's built up with rocks, and there's a very large grate over it, and you can see the coals are in there. And then in a couple different places, they actually have on top of the grate, they have more rocks packed up to make these very nice kind of standing ovens. and they're working. You see a few bags of flour in one of the tents. You can see other things. The closer you get, the more you can smell bread cooking and some meat. You can smell roasting vegetables and things like that. Like, it's kind of intoxicating, all the different scents around there.
Okay. I'm gonna clock which tent has the flour in it and continue exploring the city, town, whatever.
Aurel, are you just kind of following along, hoping
Tagging
she'll bite your
along.
finger again?
Yes, exactly.
Zolta's also
If I
ignoring
annoy her
Aurel.
enough. I feel like a puppy kind of trailing behind Zolta.
Every so often, you just nip at her heels.
Precisely.
Stay with me.
Suddenly, never mind.
Yeah, as you kind of wander around, Zulta, probably one of the most interesting things about this city is every city you've ever been to, whether it's been the Zora cities, which are located almost entirely underwater in your realm, and then Riverside is a city, and the other ones, they all have very, very big walls and very, very strong gates, because everyone is always worried about something coming, and so they kind of fortify themselves. This place, though, there are no walls. There is no sense of protection. It feels very vulnerable to you, and yet you see people running around and playing, and you literally, no more than a day or two ago, dealt with an entire herd, or according to Sarah effing Guzman, a group of Linnells is called a legion, which I like. So an entire legion of Linnells and guardians and things like that. And this just, you can't get past this kind of feeling of this being not just irresponsible, but dangerously stupid. Like, these people are asking to be killed, and no matter what you do, you know, the idea of you're in a different realm and all this stuff, you can't get this feeling out of the pit of your stomach that these people are actively trying to kill themselves, as far as you can see, and you don't like that. Or you do. I guess it's your character, so you can decide how you feel about that however you want. But
I was like, oh my God, Zolta, because the first thing I had for Zolta upon hearing that these people are asking to be killed is very dark.
I could do that.
Well, no, it wasn't that I'm going to kill them. It was to have no remorse when they inevitably do end up being completely destroyed due to their own actions.
Chaotic evil.
We don't have alignments in Open Legend, right?
Do they?
No.
I don't think
no,
so.
no alignments. To be perfectly honest,
except for Zolta.
Yeah,
Zolta's
Zolta specifically has a feat called Chaotic Evil.
it's
Costs zero
always
both a
active.
perk and
I
a
would.
flaw.
She's ambitious and proud and is insulted by the inadequacies of the people of this town. There. Now it works with what her flaws are. Thank you.
Works for me. So yeah, Wonderground, you see kids running around. You see adults. One thing you don't really see, you haven't seen a weapons shop or anything similar to that. Which again,
weapons
is another thing that's strange, because every settlement in every place in your realm, they have weapons for defense. Most people don't use them because they're behind really big walls, but they're there. It's just expected.
Look, adventuring, we maybe have slept in a field or two. That's fine. I understand it. But we are a small group, and we are typically not that loud in the space we're sleeping. This is insane. It's just asking to be killed.
Arel, you do notice slightly that Zulta does seem to be, I guess, slightly miffed about something. You can't tell what it is, but you can definitely see her. She scoffs every so often and things like that.
Is she thinking about me in our experience?
That would be something she'd be miffed about, true.
I'm just gonna imagine that's the case. She's just like stuck on that idea.
So back to Aruna. What else were you looking for while you're here?
I was just looking to contact Leonidas, but I couldn't find him. I was gonna regroup, see what we wanted to do. Just look for any party member.
So yeah, eventually you all are able to kind of meet back up somewhat close to the communal oven cooking pit of a place.
Oh, there you guys are.
I found a place for us to be. That first little like stable area, they had some beds.
Was it the
So-
lodging area? That was right. in
Yeah,
front
there's
of
like a
where we
lodging area
entered?
right over there.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Like a
Well,
couple.
good job
rupees.
finding it, even though
Yeah.
it was right in front of us.
I mean, hey, it was the first place I went. Apparently, he also told us about the place nearby that has some great sweet rolls. So I figured we go get that before we.
I prefer the river rocks. Leonidas hooked me up last time, but he might be dead now.
Oh, that's not good. Did they say where?
That way. They said that
Hmm.
he went to fight a guardian, but they never recovered a body and never saw him actually die. So he could be alive, and they abandoned him, and he's probably angry about that if he is. But
Or he could
He's
be
probably
dust. Okay. Well, that's a thing. Yeah. Apparently, they told me that apparently these they tend to move every so often because
yeah,
guardians come through.
yeah, it's a problem.
It sounds like a major problem.
I offered the lady I talked to bombs, but she didn't want any. She looked kind of frightened of me or something, so I left.
In fairness, if you just like unprompted just give somebody a bomb, that's probably a little bit of cause for alarm.
Why?
If I was just a random person walking, like just existing, and someone's like, "Hey, you want this bomb?"
No, I'm on Aruna's side. Getting a bomb is a great gift.
See,
I
Zolta
mean-
understands.
I mean, with us, yes. I don't know if everyone feels the same way.
Aurel, do you feel the same way?
I love it when things explode unexpectedly. So yes.
I think you're in the minority here, Pierre.
Which is fine. Not everyone responds to that. So,
Okay, well, do we want to stay here the night and then keep going for Zora's domain?
we might as well. I
In
told the person-
Aruna's defense, it normally doesn't explode unexpectedly. Like this was just a one-time did a deal, and you should feel complimented because of it.
I'm a
Oh,
master
I
at
do.
controlled
She does.
explosions.
Ha!
It's still a nice surprise because it is so complimentary.
Zolta's going to turn to Pierre and say, "Thank you for getting 5 separate beds."
Yep. You're welcome.
You can just shoe in. It's
Wait,
fine.
did you get a Goron
Wait.
bed?
Yes, there was a rock with a hole.
I'm assuming they had stuff, but I didn't specifically ask for that.
Okay, are we still headed towards? You just said Zolta's domain. I thought we were headed towards Aruna's to check to see if he had died in the womb.
Headed to both.
something.
Yeah.
They're in the same direction.
Zora, yeah,
But
kind
well,
of.
it's
not at
Zora's
all.
domain.
Well, from here, not as much, but from where we were before we teleported, it was.
Oh, okay.
I got on board because it's the Zora's domain in a different realm than my own, so we're not going to learn.
Do we at least
Shit
want to
about
check out
me.
and see if we can find Leonidas?
So the Death Mountain is to the north. Zoro's domain is to the east.
Yeah. So I kind of figured we could like go east and then up, like a backwards L type shape. But if you
Okay.
guys want to go to Death Mountain first, I just think that might take longer if we go there first and then to Zora's domain.
We can go east and up. That's fine. Do we want? Is that in the sort of same vicinity as where we think Leonidas last was?
No, he's that way. If he's
And
alive. But
any
the thing is,
points
that was a long
somewhere
time
else.
ago. So if he lived, he could be anywhere.
That's
I just wanted
true.
to investigate to see if there were like bones or something. But
Okay.
it's really not that important.
Okay. I'm okay with whatever. So
That seems to be how you've conducted yourself in your long periods of silence with us lately.
uh-huh.
Anyway, if you guys want to try the sweet rolls, I could see if they have any river rocks.
Okay.
Well, what do you guys want to do? We have a few hours until we're supposed to sleep.
I'm gonna actually go get one of them sweet rolls. They told me they were fantastic, so I'm gonna get some. Anyone want some?
Sure.
They did smell really good.
What?
All right, I'm gonna go head in that direction and just grab a couple.
So as you-
Zolta is going to turn to Kess, but also be overheard and go, "Is Pierre a waiter now?"
I feel incredibly attacked.
And
Don't
Kess
you
just
always?
kind of turns
I
to
mean,
you and
you're not
goes,
wrong.
"Yes, dear," as she continues taking notes.
Rude.
Okay, I just want to say how most of the times when Pierre is here that we're not already actively engaged in a battle, we're just kind of like, yeah, this place is cool. We'll just sort of meander calmly through this town or through this field.
Mm-hmm.
You're very influential.
And when he's not, we throw a rel at a wall.
yes,
It was one
or
time.
run into Lionel's.
I can't help with that.
So, Pierre.
I'll follow him
Yes.
to see if there's any.
as
river
you're
rocks.
kind of getting closer, you can see most people are just kind of busy doing their work, but you do see one person that you immediately kind of identify with because he seems to be kind of like a barker almost to get people to come over and buy rolls and that. And he's actually singing a song about the sweetest rolls you've ever tasted. One taste and you'll be ensorcelled. And it's kind of a catchy
Take my
little tune.
accordion and try to support that song.
Sure. Go ahead and make me a presence check.
That's presence.
Presence and not
pre-science.
pre-science.
Presence, not presence. If you want to make a pre-science check, you can try and see if you can anticipate what the lyrics are before they could come up, so you can sing with him.
Ooh, wait. Can I do both? Can I start with a performance check and then can I then follow it with a pre-science check? Can I do both of those things? I'll do both. I'll do both checks
Prescience would need to
like catch
come
the lyrics.
first. Is all.
Pre-science would come first.
Yeah, that's
All right,
that's the
we're gonna
only
do that
thing to
first.
I
26.
love how it's not prescience; it's
That's
pre-science.
correct. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know if there's a right way to say it, and I just refuse to say it because pre-science sounds fun. It sounds
yeah,
like a
so
much
as
more
you-
fun word to say.
As you get over there, you kind of take your accordion off and you start kind of fumbling with it. And you check the valves and everything like that. And as you get over there, you start to kind of think, this is a catchy song. And as you start singing, you'll go, oh, I know where this is going, because you're a trained musician. And so you recognize cadences and you know word choice and things like that. So at first it's just a very familiar thing of, oh, I'm a musician. This person's making music, and he made some choices that makes sense to me. But as you focus a little bit more, you start realizing you know the lyrics that are going to come a verse ahead of the time
Hell
that
yeah.
you couldn't have thought of before. And
Hell
you
yeah.
start realizing your ability to kind of predict things and remote view is giving you this ability to just barely go into the future and notice the lyrics, and you get this brilliant idea of having a little duet with this person. So go ahead and make your performance, gents.
All right.
Go ahead and have advantage 4 on
Hell
the
yeah. Let's go. 28. Boom.
I imagine the delayed auditory feedback is like killer.
Well, that's the thing that makes it pre-science instead of just prediction. Is it helps him deal with the offset, so he could do one of those voice scramblers and be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
It's the true power of pre-science.
Right.
So yeah, as you get there, you start playing, and he instantly realizes that you are accompanying him, and so he kind of looks at you. At first, he kind of acknowledges and smiles, and then you start harmonizing with him as you're singing the lyrics along, and you see this grin kind of plaster along his face, and he kind of comes over. He starts clapping, and a couple other. You see another guy that had just been there just start kind of thumping on a table a little bit, and another one takes a couple spoons and starts some percussion. That you guys get this really kind of cool improvised little group advertising these sweet rolls. And it goes on for about 10 minutes, and the crowd gets really, really excited about it, and they're clapping along.
Aruna begins dancing.
And Aruna begins
Goron
dancing.
Style.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a hot beat.
The ancient dance.
Just
Yeah,
laying on
and
the
then
floor
right
and
people.
rolling.
the ground starts to shake.
On ball form.
Yeah, it turns out really well. The crowd tosses some rupees at you guys.
Hey.
Afterwards, the barker comes over and goes, "That was amazing!
Yeah, I had fun.
I don't think I've ever seen you here before, but you must have. You knew the song so well."
It just passing through, but I recognized some of the stuff, and I'm like, oh, this would be fun. Let's see if we can make something fun out of it.
Well,
From one artist to another.
yeah, definitely. He picks up about half the rupees that the group got. You're welcome to this, and hey, how does this sound? How about free rolls for your little group of friends there? I have
Absolutely.
just tripled my sales in 10 minutes. I am ecstatic. Anytime you want to jam a gig again, come on down. Actually, and he kind of brings you in closer. At night, after most people have gone to sleep, we go outside of town. There's a little fire pit, and we have a really good time. If you wanted to join us, there's spirits, there's
And they're all
music,
sided up.
there's other things. It's a lot of fun. Anyway,
I'll
don't
take you
have to
out.
decide now. Just keep it on the down low. They don't really like us going that far outside of town, but
Sure.
if you want to go, and he
I'll
kind
keep
of
it on
describes the
DL.
location to you.
Can't
Okay.
decide if this is an Arel style party or a Zolta style party.
Well, he said it
Both.
quite enough that only Pierre was within earshot of that. So
Ah, dang it.
I am still contemplating.
yeah, that's
whether-
fine. So
Understandable.
with that, you see Pierre kind of talk to this guy, and then you see this kid come over with 5 sweet rolls. And the kid kind of looks up at Aruna, looks at the sweet roll. I'll be back.
Wait, you can have mine. Okay, bye.
And yeah, he runs off pretty like past all the food and everything, and just kind of runs off into the you lose him in the tents.
Zolta's going to turn to Cass and go, wait, is that the waiter?
And again, writing furiously. Yes, honey.
Cass, what are you always writing?
Yes, honey.
What?
I go back to the group and just say,
Guess
"Well,
what are you writing?
Good try.
putting Jody on the spot." I go back to the group and just say, well, that was fun.
You looked like you had fun.
Yeah, it's nice to kind of just vibe and jam once in a while, you know?
Yeah, it's nice to see you enjoying playing music instead of being a war criminal.
Well,
And to hear a different tune every now and again.
Yeah.
sometimes it's nice and refreshing. Thank you. Thank you.
Someone
I
in
hear your
chat,
voice.
please make that meme for me.
Did I wait?
Imp, Zolta is that meme. A butterfly comes out. Is this a winner?
Oh, yes, please.
Please.
That's great. Wonderful.
Imp, you have your assignment. Remember, she is at Green-Eyed T-Bone onto the Twitter.
Also at me at Luca_Starks.
And at Shaxmix onto the Twitter. And at Elias
Okay,
Thompson.
we'll
and
chill at the
Trader
end of the show,
Jody.
all right?
So yeah, you guys all have, these, and these are not like sweet rolls. These are sweet rolls.
They're big.
Massive piles of bread.
I'm
They
a
are
munch on one.
loaves in their own. As you kind of pull it apart, it's flaky, it's buttery. There's
Ooh.
definitely a sweetness to it. You're not sure if it's like honey is in the dough or something, but there is a sweetness to it that is impossible to describe. It's
Ooh.
very, very light and airy.
Ooh.
Anything is flammable if you apply enough heat.
Sure is.
So as you guys are kind of chilling, eating, about 5 minutes pass, and you see that kid that ran off come back, and he's got a bucket with him. He goes, "Mr. Goron, I know you guys don't really like bread, but there's these rocks, and they're
Rocks.
kind of nice."
Oh, you were talking to me. Oh. And I
Yeah,
look in the
Mr.
bucket.
Goron. And in the bucket, there are what look to be something similar to river stones. They're not quite as smooth, but they've definitely had a bit of erosion to make them a little bit nicer. I just thought that maybe, as you kind of jump into it, it's good. It's not river stone good, but it's better than most of the food that you've had recently.
It's like that highly processed dessert that
Mhm.
like is surface good, but it's just not
Yeah,
not
you don't
great.
get a lot of nutrition out of it, let's just say, but it tastes good.
Did you just go and get these yourself?
Well, yeah, we there's a river over there.
Okay, cool. For future reference, the best river rocks come whenever the stream is very low to the bed underneath, and there's a nice little current there because it gets the nice erosion and wetness. But these are good too. But for future reference, if you have any other Gorons come in, they might want those instead of these. But thank you for these. And I just begin
Okay.
to lift the bucket away from him.
He's like, okay, and he just seems really, really excited that you took his gift, and then he runs off.
I very, very slowly begin eating these.
So, overall, kind of nice. You guys start seeing the sun setting. Tents start closing up, and a lot of the tents, the sides of the tent will actually roll up for people to come in, and then they can tie them back down for privacy at the end of the night. And so a lot of the tents that were open are starting to close off everything, and people are heading back to their tents. There's a few people that are staying in the inn itself with you guys, and so they're heading back to the main stable / inn. What would you all like to do?
I think I'm gonna take that dude up on his offer and join him at that fire pit. So as people, I guess, start like kind of checking out for the night, I say I'll be back. I'm gonna go check out a thing real quick.
You don't need any help? Wait, are you just going to the bathroom again?
No.
Okay.
When I was talking to the dude, and he was offering that thing, did I get the idea that he was kind of wanting it to be just me going, or like, did I get a vibe of like, if like other people wanted to join, they could?
The vibe you got from it is he doesn't want a lot of people knowing about it. It was a secret thing. He seemed to make a connection to you, and so he let you know about it. But it's very much kind of an underground club kind of feel, where if a lot of people know about it, then it tends not to happen anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Did I get any idea? Did I get any like hint of like
Whether it was going to be that kind of party?
that or something like a little more nefarious?
From the brief interaction that you had, the only thing you need to know is it's a secret, and he told you not to talk about it. Because again, they don't like, according to him, they don't like people going that far away from the encampment that late at night. Beyond that, you don't really know. Again, thinking back on it is a lot more difficult than actively trying to read into someone's intentions while they're speaking.
Yeah, I should have asked while I was doing it. If someone wants to, I guess, swing with me, I guess they'd probably be fine with it.
I'm down.
All
Why
right.
Please
that
invite.
word? Why did you choose that word?
Please invite.
You want? I looked her out. You want to come?
Always.
As Ilea melts down.
And Zolta. And
You
Kat.
just see, like, in the back of their head going,
Phrasing.
you're encouraging this, you're encouraging us, you're encouraging us.
Meanwhile, Aruna's just there, slowly just...
The rest of you guys head back to the inn, and you find out you don't have a room. You have 5 beds. They have kind of a communal room where everyone sleeps, with some dividers between some of the beds. So you guys are all kind of sequestered into kind of 2 subdivided areas. And as they see Aruna come in, the Inn Master goes, "Oh, I understand." And he goes and he actually just removes one of the beds and brings over a bunch of rocks that apparently they have just lying around to create beds
wow.
for Gorons.
These are
Because
very
you guys are
comfortable accommodations.
Close enough to the Death Mountain that every so often they get Gorons here, but not regular enough to actually keep Goron bedding always.
Oh, one for me too, please.
Well, you are not here. You are actually,
Oh, that's
you've
right.
already
Yeah.
head off.
That's right.
Yeah, we headed off to do the thing.
So as you follow the directions you were given, you eventually get to the edge of town, and you see nothing in the area, but you've been told little markers that you have to follow, and it takes you about 15 minutes to actually get to where you are. But as you start getting close, you can see a flickering fire in the distance and a bunch of shadows kind of dancing around from the firelight. And as you get closer, you can hear music. And you get a little closer, you can hear laughter and merriment. As you finally get there, you see almost a Burning Man style gathering where people are in various states of undress. Some of them have body paint on. There is a remarkably large fire, which you find the most impressive thing about it is they have built it in a way with some boulders that are nearby, that the light is completely imperceptible to the caravan you guys just came from. But here it is a large bonfire. So it's kind of impressive that they've been able to hide this. And as you come over, the barker that you had sung with before is shirtless at the moment, and you can see kind of strange paintings on his body and on his face. And he comes over, it's like, "You made it! Wonderful!" And he sees Arel, "And you brought a friend. Well," and he comes over and he gives this very deep bow.
Hold on,
Lady.
before we actually get to him, I want Arel to lean over to Pierre and just go, "Thank you."
You're welcome. I didn't know what this was going to be, and it feels like this is right up her alley. As we walk down, I guess as we walk down and I see what this is, I take a look at Arel and just see her just go, "Yes."
Stars in her eyes. Bong. And
Yep.
so
We start
the
with stars in
barker-
our eyes.
gives this deep, very kind of regal bow. And he goes, "We don't use our given names here. We choose our own name as an expression of the spirit inside of us. I am Lark's Song. You can choose to be whatever you want." And he kind of looks you in the eye and holds the gaze for a little bit longer.
Are you sure you want me to think of a name for her?
Well, he's going to continue. "You're welcome to go by the name you've been going on for so long, but this is an area of freedom. Feel free to express yourself however you would like. If you feel your clothes are restrictive, remove them. If you prefer to have them on, keep them on. Whatever will help you express what is inside."
Oh.
And almost out of nowhere, he produces 2 cups full of a liquid that smells strongly of alcohol to get the party started. And he presents one to Pierre and one to Arel.
Real quick, can I make a slight insight to make sure that this is not like laced with something that like could actually really harm us?
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and
Or make us
roll
have a really good time.
Doing
a
all right,
check that I am.
Would this be perception?
I would say, yeah, you could roll up a perception for that. That would make sense.
All right, if he's going to roll a perception to see if it's going to harm us, can I roll a perception to see if it's going to be something that we'd enjoy?
Well, the most important rule in Open Legend is every roll matters. So let's start with his perception check, and then we can go with, I may have you roll something different to figure out what that's going to do. But
We're going to stick with this roll. It was an 18.
okay. As you smell it, yes, this will probably harm you in the short term because it is very, very, very alcoholic.
Yeah, the specific I'm looking up is like it's not like a drug. I'm not gonna get drugged or poisoned or anything like that. If it's just alcohol, then it's like okay.
As far as you could tell, this is just alcohol. This is effectively moonshine. However, from your experience in espionage, sometimes strong alcohol is used to mask certain drugs because it's very, very difficult to tell.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see any of the telltale signs that they're attempting to drug you, but it's a theoretical of a possibility.
Okay.
Pass on the moonshine in case it was made by them. It could be your brain and just.
Mm-hmm.
Arel, make me a learning check.
No. Raphael does not learn things very well. 13. I warned you.
So, looking at this is alcohol. This is having not only been on your own for a little while. Excuse me. But also having dealt with the Thieves Guild and that, where moonshine and unregulated alcohol can be a commodity. You recognize this as moonshine, and if taken in the correct amount, can help you to have a lot of fun. And if taken in the incorrect amount, can make you regret the next 3 or 4 days. The parts of it you will remember. So it is higher alcohol content than most of the stuff you're used to, but it doesn't seem poisonous.
Pierre, how much fun do you want to have?
We'll see. Let's find out. And I'll just do a cheers. And we'll drink.
All right, let's do it. I'm down. I still need to think of a name. What's your name?
I haven't decided yet.
All right. Can we take some time, Lark Song, to think of names? Is he still here? Did he walk away?
I don't know. Is he still here?
Well, he's handing you the drinks.
Oh, right.
Well, we grab them and then do the thing.
Cheers.
Sorry, I'm doing 7 different things.
That's a mood.
Yep. Okay, are we going to take a big drink or a little drink? We're going to talk about our drinks. Do you want to regret the next 4 days and not remember things?
God.
Why not?
Yes. You need to come with me more often.
So you guys both kind of did down it. As much as again, it's moonshine and it burns all the way down. They have added something to it to make it rather pleasant. It has kind of a fruity flavor to it. It still burns.
Mm-hmm. Sure does.
But it's kind of like there's a mixer or something in it as well. So it's palatable.
Burns so good.
Yep.
As things can.
As you guys take your first drink, you can immediately feel it in your stomach, and your whole body starts to warm just a little bit. As the alcohol settles in, you start to feel a little bit giddy. Lark Song takes Arel by the hand and starts kind of leading you over to the bonfire, where he starts just kind of dancing with you and with everyone else that are there. And you can see there are more people here than you think is possible, because there was only a few dozen people, maybe 50, 60 people that live there. And there's like 30 or 40 people here. But as the alcohol starts to take over, it doesn't really matter to you anymore. You're having fun. There's pretty people all around you in various states of dress. They're having fun. yeah, just the whole thing just feels very, very fun.
So is Pierre still standing off by himself? Like, should I go and grab him and force him to dance, or is he kind of are you kind of in a trance? What do you feel like, Pierre? Come dance with me.
I assumed I just kind of came with and like
Okay.
joined.
I grabbed you, dragged you
So-
along.
Yeah.
So the tamest sound of party.
Give it a few more moonshines.
The constant like dancing.
Yeah,
vibe.
so you guys, as you're dancing and having fun, they keep giving another person that you haven't been introduced to yet brings another glass of this. This is alcohol to both of you. Would you like another glass?
I think I'm at the perfect point right now that I don't want to go over, but I don't want to go under. But I do want to go under and over. All the prepositions.
Hmm.
You helped allow this to happen, Ilea. Whenever you
You did.
Zolta is having a lovely sleep. Completely oblivious to all of this.
I think I'm good for now. I feel like I'm trying to vibe, but I feel like I'm still a little suspicious of things. So just for like, in case, and if it feels like everything's still fine and there's nothing crazy, I'll probably go for that other drink. But for right now, it's just kind of monitor and just in case things suddenly go very south very quickly.
Are you the guy at the party who's drinking with everyone else to be, cool, but also like has taken on this sense of responsibility to just overwatch everyone and make sure that nothing goes wrong?
No one's gonna be poisoned.
Specifically in the case of me and Arel, yes.
Okay.
A little bit because this is I get a bit of
Arel's
weird-
comfort zone.
I'm a little worried of the like I was pulled aside for this thing and it seems cool, but after everything that we've been going through, I want to be a little careful.
Makes sense. Specifically, when the woman comes over and hands you the cup, do you take the cup and just hold on to it? Do you shake it away at first? Because she literally has come up and she's presented cups to both of you. So, same question for you, Arel. Are you going to take the cup and drink, or what? Okay.
I will do the same and says maybe in a little bit.
So
I'm
she
gonna have Arel kind of grab her hand that's kind of holding the cup and be like, "Not right now."
So she kind of, as she sits there, she kind of gets in close and she kind of touches noses with you, and she's like, "We'll find each other later." And she goes back to kind of dancing around, and you see her place the two drinks on a table well outside the circle.
I want that to happen and Arel to just kind of freeze for a second. What?
As Arel is frozen, Pierre,
Mm-hmm.
something in the back of your head, because you are kind of keeping an eye out, something in the back of your head is just kind of clicking. You're not sure what it is, and the alcohols make you a little bit more difficult. Go ahead and roll me a perception check with disadvantage 1.
I'm gonna nullify that disadvantage with a legend point.
Cool.
So it's straight perception.
Yeah, yuppers.
Is Arel still in like her super roguey, like hooded attire? when this is
Yes.
happening?
Yes.
Gonna re-roll that. Woof.
Those of you wondering,
Enjoy
Pierre
that
rolled a
sound.
10.
Wolf.
Rolled a 10. I got a 4 on the d20 and a 6 on the rest. Nope.
Oh. Now I'm influencing you.
22. I'll
Okay.
take a 22.
So
Wow.
as you're doing this, and you see Arel is starting to really get into it, and there's now a couple people that have decided to dance specifically with Arel. There is a taller gentleman who's wearing effectively just a loincloth. Is kind of dancing with Arel, and there's another woman that's dancing with her as well that is relatively unclothed, and they look to be having a lot of fun. And as you look around, everyone is having a lot of fun, and no one's really watching you or watching anyone else, but something about this, like you can feel almost a pulse to everything. Like, as much as, yes, there is music going on, there's something about this that feels
Off.
almost not off. Actually, it feels on to you. This almost feels, the dancing is, everyone is so in sync with each other. The dancing almost feels choreographed. Which just seems weird. And then you kind of look over and you see the two cups that have been brought to you guys. No one else has touched them. No one has looked at them. And while everyone else is drinking and everything like that, no one is going anywhere near the two cups that were presented to you guys until someone else comes up, picks up the same cups, and offers them to you again. I'll say, Arel, since you're kind of focused on other things, you wouldn't notice it's the same cup. You just see someone bring you something. And this time gets it a little bit closer to where they're almost, just so that you're not wasting your hands, which you're doing other things. They kind of just put it up to your little lips for you. So you can continue with your dancing, and you can choose whether or not you want to kind of tilt your head back so they can pour it in, or to just kind of shake it away again.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of look off to the side sultrily, or at least Arel thinks she's being salty. Wait, what? Sultry. It's already taking effect, and kind of like push it away.
Okay. And
Other
again,
things
you
to do
get
with that.
another smile, and the same person kind of comes up to you and offers you the drink. Again, getting a little bit closer this time. Arel, you do notice some of the alcohol kind of wiped off on your lips and kind of spilled on your face just a little bit. So just without thinking, you absentmindedly kind of, lick it up to clean it up. And again, you feel this explosion of flavor, and this one doesn't burn anywhere near as much, and it's not as bitter. And again, you feel warmer and happier even from that little bit.
I'm gonna slowly pull Arel into like a sort of duet, a little bit from the group, so I can just say, "Hey, something feels weird here."
And as Pierre says that to Arel, I'm just going to have her lean over and just like kind of start rubbing her cheek on his feathers and just nuzzling.
They're very soft of feathers.
They are quite enjoying it.
Everyone's very coordinatingly dancing.
Doesn't react.
Ignores it.
Do I notice she's drunk and that she's like completely gone?
She doesn't seem completely gone, but her face is red. She's the little amount of speech you get out of her is slurred. She's obviously sloshed at this point.
Pulls out some glitter, throws it at Pierre.
I let it
We are
happen.
now engaged.
We got it.
You got
I was
glitter.
the only one. I was the
Of course,
only one.
it's now engagement glitter.
I'm the only one that hasn't. I finally got it.
I love the idea of engagement glitter.
I love
That is
it.
absolutely how Arel would engage themselves to other people, because glitter literally goes everywhere and you can't
Yeah.
get rid of it.
It's kind of perfect because no matter how much you try to wash it off or anything, you'll both have the same glitter on you for the rest of your lives.
Yep.
Sure is.
You're now connected.
There are now
Bye-bye.
two ships.
Oh God. something doesn't feel right about this
I'm
whole
so
thing.
sorry to interrupt, but Imp did just tweet out the meme of "Is this a waiter?" So
Excellent. I will pull it up. Please continue role playing.
Thank you. Retweeting. Yeah, something. Oh God, something feels really, really, really not right here.
Or is it really, really, really right? Hold on, sorry. Is it really, really right?
As you're trying to talk to her, a pair of like really big, muscly arms kind of swoop up underneath Arel's arms and kind of one wraps around her midriff, the other one kind of takes her hand and starts kind of dancing her back into the group.
I kind of want Arel to freak out and like instantly shadow step away from him because she wasn't expecting it.
Okay. Yeah. Because of how your
Intoxicated.
mind is working right now, go ahead and I don't have my dice. They're in a box somewhere.
Don't worry.
Ooh.
Roll 20.
You have roll
does.
20.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
No.
Choose
I can
even
roll-
or odd.
Odd. Because this is a very odd situation.
Oh, sure is.
As you're sitting there trying to focus on shadow stepping, you can't focus. And as you try to do that, you just feel kind of the shadows around you kind of pitch and pull you in various directions, and you become extremely disoriented very quickly. And you can feel yourself kind of being led around by this person, but you are so unsteady on your feet that you kind of fall out of his arms and kind of collapse onto the ground as you tried to shadow step and it failed. And now the
Suddenly there's
the
a
ground
rainbow.
is kind of spinning around you, and you're very, very lightheaded.
I'm gonna go pick up Arel and try to move her.
As you come
outside of
over,
that.
you feel a hand on your shoulder, and you hear in your ear, "You should probably relax. You're too tense." And as you kind of turn towards the voice, you see someone wearing more clothing than everyone. Their entire body is covered in white and purple robes. You cannot see their face because it's hidden behind a mask that has a single eye and a tear.
Oh, God damn it.
The banana
I
should
wanna-
have been a dead giveaway.
And that is where we are
I'm
going
gonna
to
respond
end
real quick
it.
by trying to stab them, but
And that is where we're going to end it for today. As always, if you guys enjoyed this, please follow the channel here. Subscribe so that you can use all these awesome new emotes that we have of the entire Rome's cast, which is super, super cool. And you definitely won't want to miss the next episode because crazy stuff is about to happen.
And I'm gonna be alone. Pierre, please come back. Alex, please be there.
I should be here next time because I'm gonna be still in California. If the next game is on the 3rd, I'll be here.
I am passed out, so please save me.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, thank you.
I'm also passed out. Feel free to save us as well.
God
Not the
damn
same
it.
kind of passed out.
As a reminder, definitely to check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Zelda Universe TV, to see the reaction to all the cool E3 stuff. Yeah. Otherwise, that's all for me today, and I'll see you guys next time. All right. Bye-bye.